that what you want to argue to the jury? That because he put his hands on your client, he had a right to shoot him?
The pro-police crowd keeps harping on the fact that Leonard choked Deputy Buck Aldridge as if it was a unprovoked attack, as if Leonard just started to choke the deputy just for shits and giggles. They completely ignore the fact that Deputy Buck tased Leonard in the back while he was standing still with both of his hands on the back of his car. The situation didn't get violent until that moment. You know, they act as if Leonard's human right to self-defense didn't exist no more. You know, just because he wouldn't put his hands behind his back, you know, over a minor infraction. You know, they act like no amount of force is disproportionate just because somebody wouldn't jump when a police officer told him to jump. But, you know, it's funny when it's the other way around, when a police officer is absolutely legally at fault. When a police officer is caught red-handed violating somebody's rights or committing assault or some crime against a member of the public, this same logic doesn't fly, even though legally it's supposed to. Because if a cop assaults or unlawfully detains somebody without probable cause, then that person has the right to use force against that police officer. They have the right to resist. They have the right to use force against that particular police officer. But, you know, when it goes to trial, you know, when the charges come up, when the prosecutor and the judges do their thing, you know, it doesn't really go down like that. You know, and the pro-police crowd, the crowd of law and order, is silent. You know, even if they agree, or when they're forced to agree that the officer had no probable cause to detain someone, or that they assaulted somebody, you know, or that they violated somebody's rights, or they just committed a crime against a member of the public, they always maintain that the amount of force that the person used was disproportionate. That the force that the civilian, that the person used against a police officer was disproportionate. But when someone doesn't comply to the demands of a police officer immediately, particularly if the situation was over a minor or non-existent infraction, then no amount of force is disproportionate. A police officer can do whatever they want to. You know, if you didn't dance like a monkey on command,